Hi, I'm Aiden,
I'm Josh.
and together we are Truing. We're here with Design Milk for DMTV Milkshake. Truing is mine and Josh's practice located in Queens and Long Island City. We specialize in work that combines our backgrounds, mine in art history.
And mine in mechanical engineering. And together we design lighting, fixtures, furniture, and other home goods.
Yes. All built, engineered, designed in our own studio here.
So we have our nice blown glass orb that we're gonna choose some questions out of.
Yeah, a globe from one of our Elma fixtures.
Yep.
I will shake it up. This feels very fitting, considering. Looks like one of those eight balls, yeah, childhood toys. All right, let's see. The first question is, if you could only ever buy clothes, furniture, and decor in shades of one color for the rest of your life, what would it be? You want to answer first?
Sure. I would say mustard yellow.
Like this chair?
Like this chair, which yeah. I own a lot of furniture in yellow, and we just
Or like the clown?
The clown behind me, which is mine, and also we just got a nice new rug from a charity auction that's mustard yellow. It's kind of my color.
Yeah. Mine is blue. That is a very easy question.
Yeah.
All shades of blue. Light
His
blue,
whole closet is
dark blue, all of the blues.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He has
blue.
like 6 denim shirts.
Yes, this is not my only one.
No.
Okay, what's the next question?
How do you think the design industry might change after coronavirus?
I can answer this one. Well, one would hope it changes. I don't think anything can stay the same after this. But, you know, on our end, as we think about product development, as we think about the way in which people want to live in their homes with lights and with other objects, I could see there being a shift towards more considerate purchases of those items, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, as we move along, as the objects with which we share our lives become more and more dear because we're either always at home or because we realize that it's not so easy to just buy things anymore. All of our work, for example, is made to order, and that's how we take care of a lot of the environmental impact that surrounds our work. But I would hope that post-coronavirus, there's another layer of accountability and thought that goes into design as it is. Not design for design's sake, but design for human sake.
Totally. Let's do another question here. Who do you look up to and why? Dead or alive, designer or not? That's a good question.
We really did not prepare for these.
No.
Who do we look up to and why? Dead or alive, designer or not? I had a real big thing for Nina Simone. I still do. I think a very lauded figure of her time, but also afterwards, I always wondered why more of her work wasn't taught in history in school. Mm-hmm. Such a lovely, and well, sometimes not lovely, but it's such a representation of the time in which that she created. And I think, you know, design is obviously just like one aspect of creativity. It's, you know, one manifestation of it. But even coming from my own background, having sung opera at an early age and, you know, it's like knowing the power of being on a stage and how you can connect with people. And I mean, at the end of the day, design in and of itself is kind of like storytelling, and it is about connecting people, whether it's through objects or your face or your voice or whatever it is. I mean, Nina Simone was just such a tortured figure, but also so incredibly powerful in what she conveyed.
Talented, yeah.
Right. What about you? You have to have one.
I'm too indecisive. I can't do that. We'll just go to the next question.
Okay.
You know I'm indecisive.
Wait. Are there any more people that we can think of, dead or alive? We'll come back to that one. We'll have to come back to that one. Okay, wait, now I got it. All right. As your design studio grows, what kinds of projects are you most looking forward to doing?
I'll answer that one. I think we're most interested in doing projects where we can really collaborate with another person, whether it's an interior designer,
An architect,
an
artist,
a different artist, and create something extremely unique. And we're looking to expand our practice and do new things all the time, and that's usually a process for us.
Right, and one other thing is also, I mean, a lot of the times we're constrained by the amount of studio space that we have. So
totally,
I've noticed that as we've grown from one studio to the next, the scope and the scale of our projects really grows. So
yeah, we started in our bedroom with just small home goods and accessories.
Right, and then grew into a smaller studio space.
And then the stuff grows and the lights grow. And
right, so we're like goldfish in a certain sense. I hope that the work keeps growing and growing, physically. But
at our second studio, we built something inside the studio that we found out didn't fit out through the door.
Right.
Good example of that.
And that's when you build it in the crate, people.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, I mean, I just hope that, our work trends more towards collaboration and opening ourselves up and finding new perspectives. And, one thing that we try and do with our work, and I think this is something that is fairly easy to concentrate on when you're just talking about product, is that we want to make sure we're adding something new into the mix or a new perspective on something. And I feel like that's possible for anyone because there are as many perspectives on things as there are human beings, meaning that there are a lot. And this desire to create something that is not even necessarily unique, but is more nuanced than, at least in our field, say just another white glass lamp, right? No, the world probably doesn't need another one of those, and I'm not here to make one. So I hope that our work continues to kind of take that element as its crux moving forward.
We'll do one last one.
Oh, we have two in here, though. Or two. Okay. Engineering plays a key role in your works. Can you talk more about using glass, a seemingly fragile material, in place of what is traditionally made of strong metal? I think that is a question for you, Joshua.
Yeah. Well, part of the way our studio began was with an interest in glass materials. Our first product was a table lamp with dichroic glass. And from there, we kind of delved into different forms of glass. Glass can take on, as I look around the studio, a lot of different forms, colors, shapes, textures, whatnot. And with my background in engineering, that was kind of the challenge, is using glass, which is very common in lighting. It's clear and opaque, and it obscures and transmits light. So we wanted to use that in a unique way to make something people hadn't seen before. And so that involves a lot of testing and
nothing's quick, is it?
Nothing's quick.
Nothing is quick. Everything takes a lot of tries.
Yeah. And a lot of dialed down engineering. All of our parts, for the most part, are to a tolerance of 1,000th of an inch, all of our metal parts.
And everything is tested to its breaking point to make sure that it's safe and works well. And, our greatest pleasure is making something
that looks simple.
That looks simple, but is incredibly complicated and custom
in design,
to make.
you know that the things that look the most simple are actually the most difficult to design and produce.
Yeah. Well, actually, on that note, I thought of another figure in history, Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
Not to ever compare us to him, but if you've ever been to Thomas Edison's Menlo Park Laboratory in New Jersey, that place is insane.
I'll have to go.
He has a cubic foot of copper that was given to...
He could talk about this
No,
forever.
no.
I think we're out of time.
I'll give it one shot. He has a cubic foot of copper that was given to him by the Copper Mining Association of America for essentially inventing a new use for copper. I want to say in the light bulb. At any rate,
wires, I think. But...
wires, yes. See, shows how much I know about lighting.
We're
you are
out of time.
You're absolutely right. We're out of time.
Say bye.
All right.
And thanks for listening.
Thank you, Design Milk.
Bye.